Good morning, Chem 1030 students. Uh, we are wrapping up week 2, and you may already be finished with it when you watch this, and beginning week 3. This is our course homepage. Remember, it will either say CO1 or CO2, depending on which section you're in, but it's going to look like this. Keep an eye up here in the right for orange dots, letting you know that you've got a new email or a new discussion post reply to yours, or a new news item. You probably do see orange dots about the time you're watching this. Professor Molish did post some information about getting tutoring help, including her office hours and location and the Learning Commons information. She posted some lab overview videos, so be sure to watch those. You do meet with her each week, but she's posted some videos to help you. I am taking care of the lecture portion, so I have posted this. If you need help in the lecture portion, you've got several options. You can reach out to Professor Molish or go to her office hours, but you can also reach out to me by email on the discussion board or email me and we can work figure out a Zoom meeting. I absolutely can do that for you. Please let me know what works for you. All right, so I'm going to our content. This is going to go to where you left it. So it's going to go to wherever you left it last. But let me remind you, over here on the left, you can kind of drill down to where we are. We're in Module 1. We finished week 1 and week 2. Hopefully you've finished that up. And we're getting ready to start week 3. There is an overview, and that's where you're seeing this video. This video is posted here right after the written overview. This is what you're doing in week 3. Let me come back out. I'm going to go all the way out, back out to week 3. Again, we just looked at the overview. After the overview, there is a lecture submodule and a lab submodule. If I go to the lecture submodule, that includes the pre-lecture assignment, the guided lecture notes, the post-lecture assignment, and the post-lecture adaptive follow-up. And I do see all of those over here on the left, and I can drill down to any one of those. There is our pre-lecture assignment, which links out to Pearson. This is meant to be done after you've skimmed the textbook. Skim the textbook and begin this assignment, just early squirrely in the week, as early as you can. If you run into a problem, you do have unlimited attempts on questions that you write in the answer. If it's a multiple choice, it's going to start docking you points because, I mean, let's face it, you could guess randomly at that. But you do have unlimited attempts on those that you're typing in the answer, but you don't want to type in too many answers before you get help. You should never find yourself banging your head against the wall. Get help if you run into something. While you're waiting on help, you might post on the discussion board, for example, or shoot me an email. And while you're waiting on an answer to that, do other problems. Keep going back to the textbook. If you've got questions, hopefully that's going to get you through this quickly. Once you finish with that, you're going to work on your guided lecture notes and slides and videos. Now, Chapter 3 is hefty. It's got a lot of meat to it. I'm going to click over here to our textbook. Chapter 3 gives us the basis for everything else we're doing in this semester. So you want to really pay attention to it and study it and realize that if there are some things about Chapter 3 that you're still not getting by the end of the week, you're going to keep working on them because we need that information for every other chapter this semester. So you do want to study this carefully, put in a lot of time this week on it, get the help that you need, and then if there's still some things that are fuzzy at the end of the week on Chapter 3, then you're going to continue getting help for that. So lots of stuff to look over. We've got a couple of handouts. You want to take a look at these handouts. They do apply to material in here. So take a look and see what they are. And then when you get to them in the portion of the lecture material where you need them, you pull them back out. All right, once you've finished watching all of these videos and going through the notes, all right, and again, I can click on the videos and I can see a brief description of what each video is. Then you're going to attempt the post-lecture assignment. Again, you do have multiple attempts on these, but if it's multiple choice, it's going to start docking you points. Now, the better you do on this, the more likely you won't have to do the adaptive follow-up. So do your best. Again, if you run into one where you're struggling with it, post on the discussion board, shoot me an email, reach out for help. While you're waiting on that help, move on to something else. If you don't do that great on the pre-lecture and post-lecture, Pearson is going to give you a post-lecture adaptive follow-up assignment. And so this assignment is based on your performance in the first two, the pre-lecture and post-lecture. And so you may get to skip this. So that's your lecture material for this week. It is due Saturday, September 9th. So make sure you get that done by then. Go back to the main page. Remember that you've got several ways to reach out for help. So please do that if you need help. I hope this helps.